things got a bit serious for Gateway Church and Gateway Aotearoa through the pandemic because you're part of a wider group, right? Can you talk us through that process?
I mean, I think it was a serious time for everybody. I think, everybody had to reevaluate what it meant to be the gathered church during the pandemic. So, the big question was, did we do online content? Did we try and replicate a gathering digitally for people to engage with at home? And initially, we didn't do anything, I think, in the way of, musical worship. We just did messages and did Spotify playlists. But then as the pandemic dragged on and we realized it was going to be longer than a sort of 4 to 6 week sort of scenario, that personal connection was really being lost and felt by our community. So we started doing iPhone videos in our living rooms and then, gradually progressed to doing more sort of band stuff as the years ticked over.
Your songs have a lot of inspiration behind them and themes and messages, which can be super encouraging for people. Like, what are you aiming to convey through your music?
Well, that's a really good question. I think the song that we'd love to sing for you in a moment is the Lord's Prayer, basically. And I mean, the whole project, the album that we've called, is called All Things New. And it's just for us really indicative of what we feel God's doing in our community, but I think maybe beyond our community as well. I think we live in this space that we often call the tension between the now and the not yet. We feel like there's a space that is being redeemed and that is being restored. And in the space of the Lord's Prayer, as we sing into it, it's a very familiar passage of Scripture. It's something that we talk about and almost recite, and we know the words. But sometimes I find myself saying it in quite a passive way. And as we were writing this particular song, there was a real intensity around it, and there was a sense of a declarative sort of almost singing something into being, and an awareness that His name isn't hallowed in every space of our lives and our community and us as individuals. And so there's a real powerful proclamation around, Lord, let your name be hallowed in our community, in our personal lives, in our families, and in the spaces around us. So I think it's been a real pivotal central song for us, and it's one of the first ones that we've introduced into our gatherings, and it's been really quite heavy as we've done that, but also very life-giving.